So just as I mentioned in yesterday's video, we had yet another bullish green day for Tesla stock, but one of the things I mentioned in yesterday's video is that as Tesla stock starts pushing upwards, it gets closer to this area where there's a lot of volume relative to price, meaning there's a lot of exchanging between buyers and sellers, and that can provide an area of resistance. And what we ended up seeing is Tesla kind of wicking off around this area, showing that there is still some resistance, as I mentioned in yesterday's video. But something else that's pretty notable is that if you take a look into QQQ, which is the NASDAQ index ETF, we see that QQQ is kind of hitting an area of resistance from its previous highs in July. And so that's definitely something that we want to be mindful of. Now, if you guys have been watching the channel for quite some time, then you guys know that yes, I'm bullish on Tesla in the long term, but the overarching view is that right now I still believe that going forward there are some challenges for the overall economy and Tesla, as we still haven't felt the true ramifications of previous rate hikes as they take time to really bleed into the economy. And so one of the things I've said within the Push and Profit private group is that yes, there is a window of bullishness currently taking place, but I don't expect that to lead Tesla stock all the way into all-time highs just yet. Now, recently I went on the Bloomberg terminal and I typed in soft landing, and I was bombarded with articles from several different media companies highlighting the term soft landing. Now, of course, this is just the media doing what the media does best. And so one of the things I've been saying is that we're going to continue to hear this rhetoric of a soft landing for quite some time, all the way until people start realizing that, wait a minute, a soft landing doesn't actually look probable. Now, the analogy that I often use on this channel is the idea of a car on a highway trying to make it out of a exit. See, if you believe that the car is going at the right speed and the right pace and you have control, then you believe that you're going to be able to make it out of that exit safely. However, as you start getting closer to the exit, you realize that, wait a minute, there's traffic, maybe the car isn't going at the speed that you have exact control over, and then you start to get closer to the idea that you may actually miss the exit. And that's when you start to realize, like, wait a minute, I'm gonna miss the exit. And so that's exactly what I've been saying for quite some time. Right now, we're hearing the ideas of a soft landing, but as we move further and closer into 2024, the soft landing rhetoric, I believe, is going to start to fizzle out as people start to wake up. Now, I want to go ahead and highlight some economic data that is being released tomorrow that we should absolutely be aware of, as well as share this interesting clip that we got today with the Cybertrucks. But before we do so, I just want to provide a friendly reminder that if you are new to the channel, or if you have not done so already, consider tapping that subscribe button so you don't miss out on any future upload. And while you're at it, make sure to check out the links in the description below, because one of the links is a link to my free weekly market post insights, where every single week I send out an email talking about what's currently going on with the overall markets that every market participant should be aware of. And again, guys, it is completely free, so go ahead and check out that link in the description below, and I'm also gonna pin it in the comment section below. But moving forward, I want to go ahead and share this interesting clip that we had of Joe Rogan and The Rock talking about the Cybertruck.
What's your go-to?
Well, I have a lot of cars. I collect cars. I have too many cars, but my car. I drive my Tesla a lot. I love it.
Yeah,
I love that thing, and I drive my.
Everybody who I talk to has a Tesla loves a Tesla.
They're fucking great.
Yeah,
Jamie's got one. He's got the one I have, the Plaid. They're the shit.
Yeah,
they're so fast. It's
it's
a time machine.
How about, that's what I hear. Is there an SUV available?
Yeah,
or?
they have an SUV and they have the Cybertruck that's coming out.
How about a pickup truck?
That's the Cybertruck.
Oh, nice.
Have you seen it? You haven't
No.
seen it? You haven't seen the Cybertruck?
All I drive is pickup trucks.
Oh, Elon brought one here the other day. It's fucking
Badass.
insane. It's insane. It's insane. It's a spaceship. It looks like something. Seeing it in real life is so fucking cool. There's something about photos are kind of, they don't, it's not, you're not in context. You're not physically there where you get to look at it.
Yeah.
But when you're physically there and you look at it, you're like, oh my God, this thing is so cool.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't look anything like any other car. That's it.
Wow.
It's bulletproof, by the way. It's also arrow-proof. I shot an arrow at it the other day. He told me it was arrow-proof. So I pulled the arrow back and I launched it into his door. It bounced right off. Barely scratched it. Barely, like you could see a very slight mark where it hit it. But he said it'll stop a 45 slug.
Wow.
Yeah, why? I go, why? He goes, because it's cool.
Well, that was, I was just going to ask why.
Because it's cool. Like, that's literally what he did. I mean, the whole thing is made out of steel. The whole thing is made out of steel.
Is it heavy?
Heavy as that's me shooting the arrow at it.
Wow.
So you see, right, that's like right when the arrow releases, it hits it. It's barking up.
Look at that.
Yeah, it was. I mean, just ate it like it was nothing.
Yeah.
It's just cool. I mean, he just decided to make it like it's, just make the coolest cyber vehicle that he can.
Yeah.
He just likes. Look, he's the best kind of billionaire to me because he does wild shit. I mean,
Yeah.
he made the tip of the SpaceX rocket pointy because he wanted it to look more like the one on Spaceballs. Literally. I mean, that's literally what he did.
Yeah.
He's just a wild fella,
Yeah.
and he just decided.
So idea,
yeah.
make it happen.
It's hard. I mean, he detailed the process of going from an initial concept, making, a demonstration vehicle, and then production, how difficult it is and how many things have to line up.
Right.
Especially when you get something that's incredibly innovative and complicated.
I was going to say, so the innovation, the complication, the production cost on that, and how heavy it is, what do you think that's going for?
I think there's going to be 3 different tiers, he said.
Yeah.
There's going to be a beast mode, which is like the most insane, 1,100 horsepower, 3 electric engines, 0 to 60 in under 3 seconds, which is insane for like a 7,000 plus pound vehicle.
3 seconds.
3 seconds.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then there's going to be a lower tier model. But even like if you get a Model 3, which is like their entry level Tesla, it's fast as It's so fast. It's so competent. It's a joy to drive.
Yeah.
And if you've never driven an electric car, you got to get past the fact that it doesn't make any noise because a lot of people love the rumble of the V8 and all that jazz.
Yeah.
But if you can get past that, just the sheer ability that they have to just go, just take off.
Yeah.
Mine goes 0 to 60 in 1.9 seconds.
Now, the obvious joke to make here is that The Rock must be living under a rock since he hasn't heard about the Cybertrucks, but the sad reality is that unless you are someone who's following Tesla stock or maybe Elon Musk or maybe Tesla in general, you probably wouldn't know about the Cybertruck. But this is honestly a good thing. See, once they start getting on the road, it's going to generate a lot of interest and eyeballs towards Tesla, as there's going to be a lot of people who are going to see this insane looking car and want to know more about it, as well as it's going to address a totally different market. Individuals like The Rock who only drive pickup trucks. And so this is absolutely good for us, right? It would be bad if everyone knew about the Cybertruck and just didn't care. And so there's still a lot of individuals who have no clue what this is. And so once it hits the road, it's going to completely change things up. And of course, yeah, it's going to take time to ramp up and scale into profitability. But, I am definitely a believer that this is going to be huge for Tesla in the long term. In fact, in Elon Musk's last earnings call, he said that, yeah, it's going to take some time to reach profitability, but it's probably going to be one of the best products that Tesla has. But moreover, I want to go ahead and highlight the economic data that we're going to be seeing tomorrow, and that data is going to be the jobless claims report. And so one of the things I've been saying for quite some time is that we absolutely want to be monitoring the labor market, because obviously as these rate hikes start kind of bleeding into the economy, well, that's going to have a huge impact on the labor markets. And obviously, if people don't have jobs, they don't have paychecks, they can't go ahead and spend money, and that's going to bleed into corporate earnings. Now, it's expected that the jobless claims, right, and basically you have to understand jobless claims isn't unemployment, it's people filing for unemployment, and so it's expected to rise. But if it comes on hotter than expected, well, this could possibly cause the market to fall downwards and have Tesla definitely reject at the area that I talked about earlier in this video. But of course, guys, we have to stay data dependent, and if you guys made it this far into this video, then you guys kind of have an understanding of my overarching view for Tesla stock and of course the overall economy. But if you guys want to have access to my daily thoughts in the market, consider checking out the first link in the description below, because that's going to be a link to the Push Your Profit private group, where every single day I provide a daily briefing talking about what it exactly is that I am looking at, as well as providing some trade ideas. So again, also consider checking out that link down below. But before you guys go, also check out this next video right over here, and I'll see you guys on that next video. Take care.